Okay, so finding a nice heaviness in your body, head just rested on the floor, shoulders to floor, feet pressing in heavy to the floor as well, tailbone just nice and relaxed. Alright, and we'll just start with a nice gentle sway from side to side. So don't let it go too far to begin. Knees just going kind of 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. And then we'll go a little lower, 10 and 2. Nice slow deep breaths. Good. And then even wider. So 3 and 9. Just letting it drop out from side to side. Just allow the belly to relax, rib cage relax, everything just to settle. Good, for 2 and 1. Good, we'll bring it back to the middle and we'll start with our neutral spine. So a little gap under the small of the back, working into our pelvic tilt. So breath in, breath out, draw the belly in, roll the pelvis away, flattening the back to the floor. And breathe in to release back to neutral. Breath out to roll back. Breath in to release. Good. So just changing the angle of the pelvis, creating some space under the small of your back, and then getting rid of it by lengthening your tailbone down towards your knees. Good. For another 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Coming back again, just looking for that neutral. I'm going to just stretch my right leg away straight and bring it back in. Stretch the left leg away straight, so just pushing it down along the floor. Focusing on keeping the pelvis still, so the gap under the small of the back doesn't get bigger or smaller. Just a small little lengthen away, sliding the foot along the floor, bringing it back. Good. We're going to keep going with that, but we're going to add the arm in, so opposite arm and leg going away. And coming back up. Thinking a little bit more now about keeping the rib cage fired up so that it doesn't lift up to the sky. Good. Really nice. Good. Now we're going to keep the feet still and just work the arm. So arm overhead, bring it back up top. Arm overhead, back up top. Feet are just bent on the floor. Neutral spine. Breath in as the arm goes overhead. Breathe out to bring it back up. Good. Last 2 and 1. Good. Bring the arms back to the floor. We're going to go straight into our hip release. So my left knee is going to drift out to the floor. I'm going to push my leg away straight, twist it inward and pull it back where it comes from. Keep it all on the left leg initially. So knee drifts out, slide the leg away, twist and bring it in. So really controlling through the pelvis so it doesn't rock to the side, and then as you lengthen, make sure it doesn't tip forward. Good. Inhale as the leg goes away. Exhale as you bring it back in. Good. Keeping that neutral spine, belly button engaged. Try not to let the pelvis roll across. Last one on the left. Good. And we'll switch it to the right. So again, inhale as the leg goes away and lengthens. Exhale to twist the foot inward and pull the knee back where it came from. Inhale away. Exhale, bring it back in. So allowing that hip to move. Trying to keep the pelvis still, so if we have that marble in the center, it's not going anywhere. Good. Nice. Last 2. Good. Last one. Good. We're going to bring it back up. We're going to go straight into our imprint. So draw the tummy in. Bring one leg to tabletop. Second leg to tabletop. We'll start nice and close by with just a toe tap. So one foot lowers to the floor and taps and comes back up. Good. Breathing with every movement. Drawing the belly in tight. Rib cage flattens down. Back stays flat to the floor. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stay up in tabletop. We're going to lengthen back out. So similar to what we did at the beginning. One arm, one leg. We're going to lengthen away. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to bring it back. Alternating sides. Focusing on keeping the rib cage flattened down and the lower back flat to the floor. Good. Nice, everybody. Lengthen. Remember, only lower the leg as far as you can control. Really switching on those tummy muscles. Good for 3 and 2 and 1. Good. One foot comes down, second foot comes down. Just let the knees rock from side to side. Good. We're going to keep the feet down on the floor. We're going to build our ab prep up a little first of all. So arms reaching down by the sides of our hips. Back in a neutral spine, so there's a gap under my back big enough for an ice cube or a grape. Breath in, breath out. We tuck the chin in and lift the head and shoulders off the floor into our ab prep. Take it back down. Breath in, breath out, chin in, head and shoulders up. Good. And again. Make sure you get your chin tucked before your head and shoulders come up. Thinking about sliding that rib cage down to meet the hips, but trying to keep that space under the lower back. Good. For another 3 and 2. Last one. Good. We're going to roll back into the imprint. You're going to bring one leg to tabletop. Second leg to tabletop. We're going to continue with that ab prep, so head and shoulders coming off the floor. Chin into chest. We're up a little higher now. Really rounding that spine off the floor. Taking it back down. Breath in, breath out, head and shoulders up. Good. Now if your neck gets a little sore, you can pop your hands in behind your head just to protect it. But try and just soften it rather than grab it. Good. For another 4. Good. Breathe out as you come up. 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to stay up in our ab prep. Take it back to your toe tap. One leg to the floor at a time. Good. Keep that control. Stay up in your ab prep for 3, 2, 1. Good. Head and shoulders back down. Hug the knees in tight to the chest. Just let that all stretch off. Good. Now, we're going to keep building that. So bring your feet back to the floor. Again, roll back into your imprint. Slide that rib cage down to meet the hips. Keep the tummy nice and tight. One leg to tabletop. Second leg to tabletop. Head and shoulders are going to stay relaxed on the floor to begin. I'm going to lengthen both legs up to the sky. And we're going to start with this kind of mermaid or unicycle movement. So both feet are going to lower down towards the floor at a bit of an angle. And then bend the knees so you're pulling your heels in towards your bum and lifting back up. So you're basically riding a bike, but with one leg. Nice and slow and controlled. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to bend the knees and bring it back up. Good. Keeping the back flat to the floor. Head is relaxed to the ground. Good.
Just one leg?
No, both legs.
You look like with one leg.
Good. Last one. Good. Bring the legs back to tabletop. Bring the hands in behind the head. Bring the head and shoulders back up into our ab prep position. We are going to lengthen one leg this time. And from here, we're going to lower and bring back up to the sky. Lower and up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring up. Exhale. Inhale, good for 4 Trying to keep that other leg nice and still. 3, 2, and 1. That leg comes back to tabletop. We immediately switch to the left leg, so it starts up straight. Lower the leg, bring it back up. Lower, lengthen. Good. Keep up in your ab prep. Keep the belly drawn in towards the spine. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Back to tabletop. Head and shoulders down. One leg down. Second leg down. Good, well done. We're going to keep those feet hip width apart. We're going to roll up through our bridge. So shoulders nice and relaxed. Feet hip width. Draw the tummy in. Squeeze the bottom. Lift up off the ground. Keep some control through your tummy so your tummy doesn't push up to the sky, just the hips. Good. Breath in at the top. Breathe out. We curl down through the spine, bone by bone. Rib cage through the belly button, through the pelvis. Tailbone is the last thing to release. And again, breath in, breath out to lift. Good. So really finding that connection through your tummy, lifting the hips up to the sky, pushing the knees out over your toes. Good. Taking it back down nice and slowly, controlling bone by bone. And again, breath in to prep, breath out to lift. Good, keep it going. Feet stay hip distance apart, knees stay at the same angle. Good, breath in, breath out to lower down. Lovely, 2 more like this. Breath in, breath out, lift. Good, breath in at the top, breath out to curl down through the spine. Lovely, last one. Breath in, breath out, we squeeze and lift. Good. Breath in at the top, breathing out to curl down. Good. Now we're going to build back up into our oblique muscles now. We're going to engage into that. So pop the hands in behind the head again. Staying from a neutral spine to begin. Okay, we're just going to do our small ab prep with rotation to begin. So breath in, breath out, tuck my chin into my chest and come up, small rotation as if my right elbow is coming towards my left knee and back down. Switch it to the other side. Breath in, breath out, twist and lift. So going for a much smaller movement to begin, getting the control in that twist around the rib cage. Good, breath in, breath out to twist. Good. So really feeling like you're rotating from your rib cage. Just tucking the chin and lifting the head and shoulders enough that you can rotate. Not a huge movement. Thinking about that ice cube that stays under the small of your back. Good. Lovely, 1 more each side. Good, last one. Good, keep the hands where they are, roll back into your imprint, bring the legs up to tabletop. Good, come back up into your ab prep, and we're going to go for our bicycle crunch. So as I twist, bigger twist now, one leg lengthens, breathe out to twist to the other side. Good, breathe out as you twist, really working now elbow to knee, but making sure that you're lifting your shoulder blade and your rib cage across. Good. Lovely. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Head and shoulders back. One leg comes down. Second leg comes down. Good. So it's all in the control of that, nice and slow. Let the arms rest by the side. Again, we're going back up into our bridge. So draw the tummy in. Squeeze the bottom and lift up top. Okay, this time we're going for our heel lift. So pushing the toes into the floor, lifting the heels up. Keeping the tummy engaged. Good. Pushing up onto your toes and lowering down. Up and down. So you just...
Lowering to the heels or
Yeah.
lowering the bum?
Down through your heels. So just pulsing up and down. Good. For another 3, 2, 1. Keep the heels up. Breath in. Breathe out as you roll down through the spine. Bone by bone. Good. Lower the heels down. We're going to take the feet a little wider, so they're just going out to the corners of your mat. My knees are going to go out to the corners of the room as well. And then from here, same thing. Draw the tummy in. Squeeze your bottom and lift up. Think about belly button into back, rib cage pushing down. And again, we're going to lift the heels. So push the weight up onto the toes, lower the heels. Good. So keep those knees pointing out to the corner of the room, squeezing through the bum. Heels are going up and down. Good. Nice, everybody, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, keep the heels up. Breathing out as we roll down through the spine, bone by bone. Good. And lower to the floor. Lovely. Back to the abs we go. So bring the knees back in where they came from. We're going to find your imprint again. So think and draw through the pelvic floor. Flatten through the abdominals. Lengthen the tailbone towards your heels. One leg to tabletop. Second leg to tabletop. Breath in, breath out. We're going to come up into our 100. So pulsing through those arms. Breathing in for 5. Out for 5. In for 5. Out for 5. In for 5. Out for 5. Good. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Good. Keep pulsing. Keep breathing. Trying to keep the rest of your body still. Just your hands moving. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep up in your ab prep. Lengthen both legs to the sky. We're going to go into our scissors. So split the legs. You're creating a nice big V shape. Hands are guiding that top knee in towards you. Keep your ab prep up high. Breathing out with every switch. Good. Nice, everybody, for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees in, head and shoulders back. Hug your knees in tight to your chest. Well done. Good. Now we're going to stretch that out a little bit. So we'll roll over onto your side, please. Knees are bent. Weight of my head is just resting on my hand if I need to. Arm out in front. Okay, so important here, keep the knees heavy. Breath in as we take the arm to the sky. Breathe out. I'm going to twist my upper back. And bring it back where you came from. Okay, so some control through the tummy, so we're not letting go completely. In breath takes you to the sky. As I breathe out, I think about twisting my breastbone to point up towards the ceiling. Eyes follow my fingertips. So you always want to be able to see your hand. You don't just want to feel a big tug at the front of the shoulder. Good. Really using that slow, controlled breath. In as you go up, out to open. Good. Bring it over. And again, breath in. Breath out to open. Good. Lovely. When you finish on that one that you're on, we're going to switch sides. Okay, so we take that same position, knees bent, hand resting, top arm out in front, breath in to open to the sky, out breath in, twists that upper body. Good, and bringing it back. Nice and slow and steady. Full breath in, out breath to rotate. Good. Make sure that the knees stay heavy. Imagine your bum is up against a wall, so there's nowhere for your lower half to go. You've got to move from your upper part. Good. Nice. Last one, breath in, breath out, open. Good. You're going to bring it back to the floor. You're going to roll over, take your bum to your heels and just stretch out a little into your shell, stretch your child's pose. So reaching your arms out in front. Bum nice and heavy on the heels, allowing that length, that stretch through your back. Good. Now, from here, we're going to do a little bit of work through our planks and through some glute work. So we're going to go for the elbow plank initially. So weight through the elbow. Extend the legs out. Find that long straight line. Good. Breathe in as you hold. Drawing the belly into your back. Pushing those elbows into the floor. Keep the shoulders strong. Eye line is looking down just where your wrists are. Good. Keep breathing.
Bye.
Good. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those knees down. Just walk your elbows in a little. Okay, from here I'm going to go into my bum muscles. So my right leg's going to kick up to the sky with a bent knee. Really focusing on keeping the pelvis straight so you don't get any rotation. Keep those shoulders strong, same as we had for the plank. Knee stays bent and you're just pushing that leg up to the sky. Tummy drawn into the spine. Breathing out as you push that leg away. Good. Nice, another 4. And 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Straight switch to that left leg. Breath in, breath out, push the leg up to the ceiling. Keeping that squeeze through your bum. Knee comes back to where it started. Pushes back out. Nice. Good, everybody. Lovely. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a quick rest. Take the weight off your arms for a second. We've got a couple more sets of those. So we take the weight forward again for our plank position first. So elbows crawl forward again. Stretch out long into your plank. Breathing as you hold. Thinking about sliding the rib cage down towards your hips. Good, shoulders stay strong. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down. Crawl the elbows in again. Okay, this time we're going a little longer through the legs. I'm going to take my right leg back. I'm going to lift it over to the left side of my body and then lift it over the top to come to the right side. So it's a bit like going over the rainbow. Left to right. Up and over the bridge. Really focusing on not letting the pelvis twist too much. Let the hip do all the work. Good. Nice, everybody, side to side. Nice high lift as you go over for 3 and 2 and 1. Good, pull that one in. Readjust where you have to. Left leg goes back. It comes over to one side and then up over to the other side. Keep drawing the tummy in, keep the pelvis still. Good, everybody. Working up over the top, feel that work into your bum and around your hips. Nice high lift. Foot up over the hip height. Good. For 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it in. Last plank. So just take the weight off your arms if you need to for a second. Stretch it out. And then we'll look last plank. So if the extended legs is too hard, you can do it from bent knees. So you would just bend your knees and take the weight like that. Or if you're going for the full, legs out straight, tummy drawn in, breathing as you hold. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down and take it the whole way over onto your side. Okay, so the legs are going to go out long and straight. Again, I'm just resting my head on my hands. Whilst those bum muscles have done a bit of work, we're going to make them do a bit more. So we're just going to go basic lift and lower through the top leg. Thinking about that control through the spine. So drawing the tummy in and keeping that leg pushing away long. Good. Lovely. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring that leg up to hip height. Flex the foot. I'm going to sweep the foot round in front. Point it. Sweep it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back. If you need that fingertip in front for some balance, that's okay. Just keep that leg the same height off the ground, like you're cleaning a table. Flex the foot as it comes forward. Point it to bring it back. Nice and controlled. Don't let it swing too quick. Good. For 2. Last one. Good. Bring it back. Keeping in this position, we're going to squeeze both legs together. Both legs are going to come off the floor. So squeeze both legs, lift, tap it back down. Squeeze both legs, lift, tap it back down. Good. Just up and down, both legs moving together. Good, everybody. Really feel those inner thighs working as you keep your heels, keep your knees, keep your thighs pressing together. Good, last 2. And 1. Good, last set. We're going to lift both legs again. Top leg stays still, my bottom leg goes down, squeezes back up. Bottom leg down, lift back up. Good, so top leg doesn't move, bottom leg's doing all the work. Very nice. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Lovely. Good. We're going to roll over and do that on the other side. Okay, so weights resting down on my head of my hand. Both legs out long and straight. Good. Thinking about this top leg being longer than the bottom leg, that keeps that lower half of the tummy off the floor. And then lift and lower. Good. Keep the toe pointed for now. Helps with that reaching motion. Breath for every movement. Good. Just slightly high of your hip, don't be going too high. Again, it goes up and down at the same speed, so don't let gravity pull it down any quicker. Good, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we leave it up at hip height, we flex the foot. We're going to sweep it forward, point it, bring it back. Good, flex, sweep forward, point, bring it back. Good, nice and controlled, foot flexes to come forward, exhale, point and bring it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good, keep that same height, don't let it get closer to the floor. Good, for 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Both feet are on the floor now. Then the heels squeeze together, my knees squeeze together, my inner thighs squeeze together. We lift both legs at the same time. Up and down. Up and down. Good. Connecting to these inner thighs and a little bit through our oblique muscles. Good. Nice. Good. Squeeze and lift. Lift. Good. For 3, 2, on 1, both legs are up. Top leg now stays up, bottom leg lowers, comes back up. Lower, come back up. So make sure that top leg doesn't come down to meet the bottom leg. Bottom leg has to go up to meet the top one. Squeeze those inner thighs as it comes up. Good. Nice, everybody. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it all down, and we'll roll over onto your front. Okay, we're going to start with the head just resting on the hands. Legs out long and straight. Okay, when you're on your front then, my forehead is resting on my fingertips, and that connection's going to stay. I'm going to draw my belly muscle up off the floor and lightly feel my pubic bone press to the floor. That's going to push my tailbone down towards my heels, and that's where we want this to stay. Shoulders kind of pulling away from the ears, and from here, breath in, breath out, lift the upper body off the floor into your hover. So my forehead and my hands stay connected, and lower back down. Good, breath in, breath out, lift up. So constantly thinking about pulling the belly away from the floor and sliding the shoulder blades down your back. Lower back down. Breath in, breath out, lift. Breath in to hold, breath out to lower. Good, keep going. Breath in, breath out, lift. Breath in, hold, breath out, lower. Good, keep the fingertips connected to the forehead. Breath in, breath out, come up, slide the shoulder blades down your back. Good, breath in, breath out, lower. Couple more, breath in, breath out, lift up. Hold as you breathe in, breathe out to lower. Last one, breath in, breath out, lift. And lower. Very nice. Good. From there, we're going to pop the arms out to the side. They're going to go into a T shape. Alright, nothing else changes. My belly button's still drawn in. Good. From here, I'm going to lift again. Breath in, breath out. Head and arms come off the floor. This time, feeling your shoulder blades pull together a little more. And lower back down. Breath in, breath out to lift. Now, if you get sore shoulders from here, you can take your arms a little lower down so that they're not pinching in your shoulders. But ideally, we're looking for that T shape. Shoulder blades sliding together as you hold that upward position. Breathe out to lower back down. Good. Breath in, breath out, lift up. Feel your fingertips stretch away from you. Increase that wingspan, and at the same time, slide your shoulder blades together. Lower back down. Kind of feeling that push-pull sensation. And again, breath in, breath out, head and shoulders up. Good. Slide your fingertips away. Pull your shoulder blades together. Take it down. Good, everybody. Last two. Breathe in, breath out to lift. Good. Keep that chin tucked into the chest, eye line looking at the floor. Take it back down. Last one. Breath in, breath out to lift. Good. Bring it down. From here, we're going to sweep the arms around by the side of your hips. And as we extend up this time, we're going to go for the bigger thoracic extension. So that's actually lifting the chest off the floor a little bit more, changing the eye line out to the front of your mat. So breath in, breath out. I change my eye line forward, draw my tummy and squeeze my bum, lift my chest up off the floor, and my hands just lift a couple of inches off the floor and lower back down. Good. Breath in, breath out, roll the eye line forward, lift the chest off the floor, think about your heart shining forward, and take it down. Good, keep going. Remember, you shouldn't have any lower back pain with this. If you're getting lower back pain as you come up, your tummy muscles are switching off, so try and draw it in a bit tighter. Good, breath in, breath out to come up. And if you really struggle with it, you can grab a pillow or cushion from the sofa and just place it underneath your belly, and that'll give you a little bit more support as you lift up. Good. Slide those shoulders away from your ears, really reaching down your back. Good, two more. Breath in, breath out to lift up. Think about that chest coming higher off the floor. Draw the belly in, squeeze the bottom, take it down. Last one, breath in. Breath out, extend up. Good, take another breath in. As you breathe out, come a little higher. Little higher, little higher. Slide the shoulders down your back and lower down. Well done. Push back into your shell stretch. Bum coming back to your heels. And this time, just wrap your arms around by your feet. Let your head rest down towards your knees and really round that back off. Keep breathing as you stretch. Nice. Lovely. Now, from here, we'll take it back up onto all fours, but we're going to go into our cat-dog stretch. So, knees directly under the hips, hands directly under the shoulders. We start from neutral. Take a breath in. As I breathe out, draw the tummy into your back. Tuck your tail underneath. Push your chest up towards the sky. Chin tucks into chest, rounding the back. Breathe in. Breathe out to let it release the other direction. So tailbone starts to relax. I feel like there's a weight on my chest pulling me forward, and my eye line comes to the front of the mat. Breath in. Breath out. Pull up and through. Good. Working your way between those two positions as is comfortable. Making sure you breathe out as you do your movement. Good. Last two. Lovely, last one. Good. Now we're going to find that neutral spine position. So tummy muscles are active, but we're not tucking underneath too much. I'm going to bring my right hand and just bring it up by the side of my ear, so a bit like I'm kind of saluting, just resting it up there. Good, now from here we're going to add a little rotation, so breath in, breath out, I'm going to twist towards you, and then bring it back to neutral. Breath out, twist, bring back to neutral. So I'll turn to face you so you can see a little bit better. Breath in, breath out, twist. So really rotating through this upper back. Opening up. Bit of weight through that opposite shoulder. Keeping the tummy drawn in, trying not to let your hips or your pelvis twist. All coming from the upper body. Good, two more on this side. Good, one more. Good, take the right hand down. We're going to repeat that with the left arm. So left hand just comes in kind of behind my head, behind my ear. Breath in, breath out to twist. Really moving from your rib cage. Thinking of a torch shining from your chest. Trying to twist that round to the outside walls. Good. Keep that connection through your belly. So think about lifting your belly away from the floor. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. Two more on this side. Last one. Bring it down. Good. We're going to go a little quicker and increase the movement a little more. So this time when my hand comes to my right side, this time I'm actually going to bring it in so my right elbow touches my left arm before I twist. So bring it the whole way in, the whole way out. Speeding it up a little. Good. Feeling those little crunching through the muscles. Nice. Good for 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Last one, switch to the other side. Okay. Elbow comes the whole way into the opposite arm and then opens up. In to come across, breathe out to open. In, out, in, out, lovely. In, out for 4, in, out. Get that stretch through the chest, don't let it be lazy. 2, and 1. And bring it down. Really nicely done, well done. From there we're going to change our position completely. We're going to come into sitting. So we'll take that wide leg position. Okay, so we've just created a nice rotation in the spine. We're going to see if we can open that up a little bit more with our seated rotation. So arms are going to go out wide. My feet are flexed up. If you need to sit in a cushion or something, you can do so. Try and keep the shoulders away from your ears. Breath in, breath out. We're just going to go for the twist. Breath in, bring it back to the center. Breath out, twist. So just as we did on all fours, I want that movement to be coming through the breastbone. Good. Try and keep your tailbones and your sit bones heavy to the floor. It's quite easy to let them slide around a little bit. So if you feel that one leg's getting a bit longer as you twist, you need to fix through your tummy a little harder and keep the pelvis still. Good, last one. Lovely, bring that down. We're going to pop a little side bend into that. So bring the left foot just to the inside of the right leg. Hands are going to go out to the floor. And we're just simply going to go side to side. So still drawn up through the belly. I'm going to take one arm over the top, bend to the side, and switch it to the other side. So just getting that nice, almost like a swaying tree from side to side. Creating that nice bend through the spine. Good. One more. Good. Now before we switch legs, we're going to just stretch this hamstring. I'm going to twist to that right leg and I'm going to just walk my hands down the leg as far as I can comfortably go. So whether you're grabbing on at your ankle, your foot, just breathing as you hold that stretch. So again, your chest will have twisted a little bit towards your leg. And every time you breathe out, you might feel yourself get a little further, a little closer to your leg. And slide it back up. Good, we'll switch legs. I'm going to lengthen my left, bend my right. Good. Arms to the side, and we go back to our side bend. So I go over the top. Good, and switch. So again, I'm trying to keep my pelvis still. I don't need it to rock from side to side. I want it all to be coming from the length of my spine. Good, one more each side. Lovely. Bring it back. We take that little twist towards this left leg, and then we find that hamstring strength by just walking down the leg, going as far as you can go. And the stretch is either going to be in the back of the thigh, or if you're really tight in your back, it might be a little bit around the small of your back. You want to feel it, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable or painful. Good. Every out breath, you just inch a little closer to the ground. Nice. And bring it all up. Very good. We're going to stay in sitting, but you're going to bend your knees up in front of you this time. We're going to go back into these tummy muscles. So we're going to go into our half roll back. So the arms are going to go out in front. I'm going to roll back through my spine, creating this C curve. So breathing in as I go back, draw the belly muscles in, roll back onto the base of the pelvis, curling the spine as I go backwards, trying to get my rib cage to slide down into my hips, breathing out as you come up. Try not to completely lose the C shape as you come up. Breath in to take it back again. So draw the belly button in towards your spine. You always want your shoulders to be facing your hands, so don't let them point up towards the ceiling. Breathe out to come up. Good, really slow and controlled. Feeling those abs burn. Breathing in to go back. Good, try not to let your shoulders slide up into your ears either. Breathe out to come up. Good, two more like this. Breath in, going back. Breath out to come up. One more. Think C shape through the base of the spine. Think like how you come up and down from your bridges, bone by bone. Bring it up. Good, you get a quick rest. We're going to go back again and hold it. So find that point where it just challenges you. So draw the tummy in, roll back. So you really want to feel like your abs are contracted here. Belly button in, rib cage pushing down to the floor. From here, right knee comes up to tap the left hand, left knee taps the left hand. So this little walking motion from side to side. Feel that contraction through the belly. Yeah. Keep the upper body still. Don't let it come up and down. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Well done. We've got one more. and to see if we can get the obliques in that a little bit more. So I'm going to take my feet a little wider, so my knees go out just kind of wide of my shoulders, my hips. I'm going to go back into that half roll back. This time I want my left knee to touch my right hand, so I'm going to bring it across, bring it across, bring it across. Okay, so it's the same kind of marching movement. Belly still drawn in, we're still in that C shape, but I'm getting my obliques involved by bringing that across a little bit more. Really good. This is the last one. Push it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all forward. Really nice. And then you can curl it all into your chest and roll back onto the floor. So when you bring those knees into your chest, you can circle that around a little bit, just finding that little massage in the small of the back. Nice breath through the nose, out the mouth, letting all that return to normal. Good. Pop the feet back down onto the floor. We're going to just let those knees rock from side to side like we did at the beginning. Just loosen everything off. Keeping some control in the tummy. Just kind of 25-30% through the belly. Good. I want you to take the feet down into that frog leg position, so soles of the feet together, knees drop out wide. Just let those inner thighs stretch out. And then I'm going to take the arms up to the sky, and we're just going to go into a nice big arm circle. So breath in as the arms go overhead, breathe out to sweep them around. Still thinking about that rib cage, so don't let the ribs lift up. Good. Change direction with the arms, so circle around as you breathe in, breathe out to bring them forward. Good. Last 2. Good. Bring the arms down by your side, knees come in. We'll stretch out the bum muscles, so one ankle to opposite knee. If that's enough, you can keep it there and just push the knee out. If you want more, we lift that leg up and pull the knee in towards your chest, feeling that stretch on the outer bum muscle. Don't forget to keep that breathing as you stretch. Try and relax everything else. So take all the tension out of your neck, your shoulders, even just your foot, you know, let it all just hang nice and loose. Good. Bring that one down. And we'll switch it to the other side. So ankle to opposite knee. If that's all you can do, just let it press there. Otherwise, bring it up in tight. And breathe. Good, for another few seconds. Good. Bring both feet down. Bring yourself up into standing. Good. As you come up, just let those shoulders roll around a few times. Let everything loosen off. Good. Pop the hands down in behind your back. And then just let your right ear drop to your right shoulder. Find that nice stretch through your neck. Good. Same to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Just keeping the hands behind your back will keep your shoulders fixed down and give you a nicer stretch. Good. Bring it back to the middle. Those knees and feet are just hip width apart. We're going to soften the knees as we go through our roll down. So chin comes into the chest. We just lift that chest lightly over the tummy. And then let the weight of your arms and your head drag you down towards the floor. If you're touching the floor easily, just cup your elbows in your hands. Let that weight